In today's video, I will explain to you how to customize a journal in Notion and in Google Docs, and I will provide a free template to download. How this journal is set up. So if you see here where it says gallery view, this is one database. Where it says table here, this is a second database, and they're both related to each other. I'm going to show you how to create a new journal. So I already pre-created 3 journals on here. One is a self-reflection journal. All of these entries here are part of the linked database. Let's say I wanted to make a new journal and I wanted to call this new journal a gratitude journal. I'm going to click the new button here. I'm going to type in the name of the journal. I can add an icon to this journal. I can also add a cover if I wanted to. This created date and these tags, it's related to the original database here. And that's what's showing up. These you can also customize, which I will show you as well. To make a new journal template, you're going to click on this drop-down menu, and the blank template you're going to duplicate. So you're going to hit the 3 dots, hit duplicate, and this would be your master template for whatever topic. So if I wanted this to be my gratitude journal, I would type in gratitude. And then I'm going to link it to my gratitude journal in this journal. So this would be your daily gratitude template if you wanted to do a daily gratitude journal or whenever you wanted to fill it out. This would be the blank one, the blank master that you would edit. Let's say we wanted to get some self-reflection questions to put into the journal. We're going to go into ChatGPT and ask ChatGPT to give me 20 self-reflection questions that are related to gratitude. Let's say I like the first one. What are 3 things I'm genuinely grateful for? I'm going to paste it in here. We're going to click on the new button, and then we're going to load one of these templates. So let's say I wanted to load a gratitude one. Okay, so this would be the actual one that I fill out. So positive affirmation today would be filmed YouTube video. What I'm grateful for, my friends, today's positive intentions, be productive. To close out of this, I'm just going to click on the arrows going right. And then you'll see the entry on here on this table. So if I click back on this gratitude one, what I just typed will come back up. Film YouTube, grateful for my friends. Today's positive intentions were to be productive. If I wanted to delete a journal, so I'm just going to go to the journal I want to delete, click the 3 dots, and then click the delete button. If I want to add a cover for my gratitude journal, I'm going to click on add cover here, go to change cover. I like going to Unsplash because they have a lot of variety to pick for covers. So let's type in gratitude and see what shows up. Let's say I like the ones with the clouds, so let's pick that one. So now I want to reposition it so that I can see the clouds. You're going to click reposition here. Move upwards and then save position. And when I exit out, you'll see this little cover picture on the front. So here where it says card preview, you can choose to show page content, page cover, or none. So before I had it on page cover, which is why you saw the pictures in the front. I'm going to leave it with the page cover because I think it looks pretty. For the Notion journal, I left some GPT prompts in here. So if you click on prompts, if you watch my last video, I used some prompts for GPT to help with self-reflection. So if you click on this here, this is the prompt for the career psychologist. This one for identifying my skills. All these sections with the brackets you can use to fill in with your own words and customize it to your situation. And there's little toggles here. So prompt 1, can I explain a scenario to you and can you help me identify what skills were in that scenario? So prompt number 1, can I explain a scenario to you and can you help me identify what skills were in that scenario? So if I were to run it through ChatGPT, it would say yes. Absolutely. Please go ahead, share it with me and I'll do my best. So I'm just going to repaste this prompt here. And basically the prompt explains, can you help identify the skills that happened? The prompt basically is asking ChatGPT to help me identify the skills that were involved with how I planned a photo shoot. And now it's given me all of the skills that I had to be able to plan the photo shoot in that manner. It's really helpful to have AI be able to help you understand certain things about yourself that you may have not thought about. So that's why I really like this prompt, because you don't know what you don't know. And once you do know, you can start to either work on it and develop yourself more in that area, or you can choose not to. Before we go into the next section, I have something to ask you. I'm on a mission to help performers with their mental health, but in order to do that, I need to understand what challenges you guys face. In the description below, you'll find instructions on how you can leave me this feedback. And as a thank you to you, here's my promise. I will continue to be open about my own experiences and share with you how I used AI as a tool to help me overcome those challenges. Let's work together so we can make mental health more accessible. The next journal I'll show you is a little bit more simple. This is a Google Docs journal that I made. The structure of it is basically been made for you. So I'll kind of go over how to navigate this journal. So here we have the table of contents and there's different sections and subsections. So if I want to go to one of these subsections and I'm on a computer, I can just click on this blue highlighted text. It'll bring me down to the section, or on the left navigation, I can click one of these sections here and it'll bring me right to everything. So what I did for this journal is I split it up into 2 different sections right now. One is for self-reflection. Self-reflection is the main topic. And then the subtopics for self-reflection is content creation, goals, unique strengths and talents. I also have the index section, which will be your master list for questions and abilities if you wanted to note those down. So if we look at abilities, I pre-entered some ones to pick from. In the index, I also left master questions for content creation. So basically how this would work is, let's say I wanted to do a journal entry today for content creation and I wanted to use these questions. I'll go on to here, copy the whole section. Then I'm going to go to my self-reflection journal for content creation. I'm going to paste the questions here and then I'm going to insert a date so that I know when I answered these questions. To insert a date, you're going to go to Insert at the top here, Smart Chips, and then Date. And then I can either just pick February 4th or I can also include a time. Right now it's 5:30, so we're going to say it's 5:30. The date's here, and then I can just answer the questions. So what specific moments during the creation process brought me joy and excitement? Learning a new video editing technique. Here I have written some instructions for how to create a new date entry and a new section and the date shortcut. So I'll quickly show you how to use these. So let's say I wanted a different subtopic and I wanted it to be called goals. So I'm going to type goals. And then you want to turn it into a header so that it links into the table of contents database. So we're going to go to turn it into a header, we're going to go to Format, Paragraph Styles, and then Heading 3. Apply Heading 3. And then if you look on the left here, you'll see that there's now a new subsection called Goals. this content creation header, which is under heading 3, I put an invisible table around there just to stop Google Docs from changing the format. So something that I found that was kind of annoying with Google Docs was that when I was playing around with the text, it would change the header, especially when I would do a copy paste of new information, it would change the header into normal text. And then I'd have to try and change it back to heading. And then sometimes when I would change the heading, it would change text underneath to a heading as well. So I just made an invisible table. If you wanted to just make a new section and copy the whole thing, put your cursor at the beginning of the text and then drag it and make sure it highlights the whole box. Do copy and then paste. And then if you see on the left side here, there's 2 called content creation because I just duplicated it. I can go into here and change it into goals, delete this one. But this would be your journal. If you wanted to change the layout of it, you can. You just have to make sure you create different sections and label them under headings. I hope that was helpful. I am new to being an educator, so I hope that was somewhat organized and made sense. I will leave a link in the description that you can click on to download both these templates.